Hello everyone and welcome back to a special episode of the Forbidden Repressions. And today we'll be both meeting with and discussing Major Organ Thomas, someone I've met recently, and the Great Steam Distillation, which we'll find out what that means in a moment. But Major Organ Thomas will be introduced to in a few moments. But Major Forbidden Repression in always accordion accordance, as it were, with Mesilla Park Artistic Co-op. I am Dr. Fash Ion Star. It's my new brand name, as a matter of fact. I had to. There's a silent TM at the end of that. It's and copyright and everything just for the. It's silent in my name. Ooh, that's a light. Let's just turn this on back to red. Why this light is red, we'll figure that out in a moment. Let me make sure this shot's going good right here. I'm about to plop down. Things are right. Dr. Fash Ion Star saying hello. Hello with my new friend, Major Organ Thomas. And Major Organ Thomas is wearing a flight suit made of Nomex, which is extremely comfortable and flame retardant in many cases. Unless it's actually directly lit on fire. I'm wearing something new, by the way. I'm quite thankful to show it off, and moreover, in case, say, my abdomen needs to be massaged suddenly, I can expose it quite quickly right there and notice. And yet again, Maricopa County Sheriff's Officer uniform underneath right there, and this is a Blower police brand jacket, outer covering on top, which is exceedingly amazing. Now, my friend Major Organ Thomas, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They know how to party. Again, the flight suit, it's really good. Notice they have the love thermometer built into it. It's pretty amazing. I'm going to slide it back down here to where this handy scabbard is, the thigh scabbard down here. We got that glove right here. We have this glove right here just because ambidextrous friend right here. And critically, the moment that we want to talk about with Major Organ Thomas is that since on Forbidden Repressions we're constantly discussing the new and the strangest things possible, we're going back to old school. We're talking about transgenderism, which is cliche. In fact, it's kind of upsetting that it's even being brought up again, simply because everybody got rid of all their old shirts and whatnot, and had moved on to other issues with it. But nonetheless, just to answer a few questions about this phenomenon, we could talk to Mr. or Mrs. We'll see in a second, Organ Thomas, and we will discuss with them their experience in the military. So, as we can see right here, we have a high quality separation funnel here, 75 milliliters, slowly coming out. Looks natural to me, that's for sure. I don't know if it's... Well, I know I don't add up, that's for sure, in comparison to what this thing has right here. And perhaps that's why Major Organ Thomas has their name, but the concern is whether or not, this person, if they were to switch or anything else. I believe it's just simply, we could look at it as a simple adjustment in dominant glassware, going in here, adjusting a keck clip, pulling that out. I'm not a doctor, so it'll be a little probably slower than that, but going about ahead right here, check this out. Right back here, and here, scooting that around, there's some nerves and things getting reattached. And as tasteful as that can be, right here, voila! No effect to esprit de corps has been noticed, and talking to this beautiful steam distillation unit, I wonder I wonder if they are more actual and representative of who themselves know themselves to be, doesn't that make them more effective and available and just tough because one's centered that way? What? Yes, my friend the steam distillation unit does admit that, and we're loving it. We're loving it over here. We've got 2,000 milliliter, all right, or 2 liter, as it were, receiving flask. Oh, it's actually a pass-through flask. This is the boiling flask over here. Let's open it up and see what we got for sure, all the way inside. Get this piece out right here, the aforementioned chromatography flask. This is the boiling flask right here, and this, we got set to boiling with this recently, that's for sure, simply because that's what it does. Notice it's got 2 holes, like the letter B, which when someone says to F the letter B, A, you should say, no, I prefer the letter B, because that is your preference, if you like it. Kept clamp, I have some thoughts about these. Let me tell you, that'll come in a different episode. This is a piece right here that's well worth investigating in its entirety. This is what's called a steam head. Let me tell you, it is for sure. I don't want to play it like a bagpipe, but it's not. That's not what it does. It's not a bagpipe. It is in fact a distillation accessory from which the missed it. Can't see through my mask. This is not my safety mask, by the way. My safety mask for the laboratory is much better visible. Here we go. Boiling flask goes through the material. Pretend, use your imagination right here. We're all clamped in. There's a heating unit right here. It's so hot. It's so hot. This heating unit's right here. It's heating it up. Steam comes through here. There's a piece of wire mesh at the very bottom in this, acting as a holder, which is nonetheless porous, to allow steam coming through the organic material generally, which then comes up here to the steam head, and it runs into nowhere. It just says, oh, I got nowhere to go. But there's a wonderful outlet provided over here next to an oasis-like condenser, and so the condensate and whatnot, or the precipitate perhaps at this point, is coming over, and then it comes over here and it says, hey, chill out. And it does so in the magically pipelined cool water or acetone slush condensation unit, such that it dribbles down into our little funnel, which then allows for separation of oils from waters and things like that. And we've been doing a lot of separating since I got back from the old Hash House Harrier event at Fort Bliss recently. Andrew Morgan Thomas and I living the life. Got this thermometer back. Being the case, let's move on with our repressions. We shouldn't be going backwards with our repressions. It's very odd. It's very odd. It shows a hang-up on the person who's wanting that. It's unhealthy and strange. So let's show our health by choosing new things to secretly love and then forbid. That being the case, that being the message, smile on your brother, everybody. Give someone $1. It's rent week, by the way. I'm broke. So I have this clamp. I'm going to put this on right here. Oh, that feels terrible. But Mesilla Park representing.